What are your long-term life goals? Before we get this video started, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor today, which is Barilla. We're going to be talking more about them later, but we're going to put these products to use and we're going to make a tasty dinner, so let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, Chris and I are going to be showing you how to make a quick and easy vegan dinner, and we're actually going to be sitting down and enjoying it with you here on camera. We figured we always make our food, but we don't always sit down in front of the camera and enjoy the best part of the recipe, which is eating it. So we encourage you to stop the video here, go get a snack or make a meal of your own, and sit down and enjoy it with us today. So the recipe we're making today is really simple, really straightforward, and it's something that we make almost weekly because it's a really great way to use up whatever we have in the fridge. So the vegetables that we're using is pretty much because these are what we had on hand, so feel free to change up the recipe as needed. So for this recipe, you could really use whatever vegetables you want. This is a recipe that we make almost weekly because it's a great way to use up whatever's in the fridge. So what I have today is zucchini, then I'm also cutting up bell peppers, mushrooms, and vegan sausage. And we're literally just going to put this on a baking sheet, pop this into the oven. And the good thing is while it's roasting, we can cook up our pasta, and pretty much by the time the pasta is done, the veggies should be done as well. Next, we're going to pour in our Barilla roasted garlic sauce. And I love this sauce because there's no added sugar, it's non-GMO, gluten-free, there's no preservatives, it's made with extra virgin olive oil. And it really just elevates such a simple dish. It makes it taste nice and fancy, even when we didn't really put much effort into it. Once the pasta sauce is warmed through, I'm just going to take my roasted veggies, pour those in, and we're just gonna mix everything through. And the last thing we're doing is adding in some spinach because we gotta get our greens in, and this is a really great way to eat them. They cook down to maybe like a quarter of their size, so you can put a whole ton of spinach in there and you wouldn't even know. And also, Chris and I have some basil growing in our home garden. For this very reason, we love being able to just walk over to our home garden and pick some herbs whenever we need them. So I'm just going to slice up some basil really quick and put that on top. And next up, I'm adding some vegan Parmesan on top as well. And that's it. Very simple, very quick dinner. It's loaded with veggies. It's super fresh tasting, and it's going to fill us up, and my tummy is going to be happy. So that is it. And now let's get to your questions. Before we get into this Q&A, I just wanted to mention every like, comment, share, and interaction with this video and our Instagram post today with Barilla, they'll be donating to Feeding America. So I'll have information for that down below, and I encourage you to participate. Even if you leave a comment that's an emoji, smiley face, whatever you want to leave, your favorite emoji down below. The whole fam is here. We got Barry in his bed next to me. And then Louis is on my lap. He's probably going to be under the blanket very soon. But we wanted to do a little like intimate setting here in our living room. This is where we usually eat when we watch TV and like hang out. And they wanted to be a part of it. So here we are. So the first question, I really like this one. What are your favorite ways to unwind after a long day?
That's a good question.
For me personally, I like to just do nothing. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I feel like during the day we're really like go, 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 go. So I really like to just relax, lay down, cuddle with the dogs, and just like chill. Like really just not engage myself in anything but...
Just like watch something mindless and
exactly.
Just like zone.
Like zone out, yeah.
I like to play video games. That's been my like unwind. Like play some MLB The Show and chill.
Chill, yeah. We have really tried to create like a... I don't know, I feel like our house is really cozy. It hasn't always been this way.
When it's clean.
When it's clean.
It's cozy.
There's that. But I feel like when we first moved in, obviously it took us a while to like get a feel for our house, our space, and make it our home. And now it really feels like we put a dent in this place. This is our home. It's nice.
It's not a house anymore, it's a home.
What have you learned most recently about work from home balance? We actually talked about this on Instagram briefly, or at least I did. I feel like our work life and our personal lives
blend together.
Yeah, they've really like blurred. There's been a lot going on with work and just like with all the content creating, and I've just really been pushing myself more because I don't know why. Just because
it's just been a busy time of year, and I mean we're grateful for it, But
We need to learn how to turn ourselves off.
we've been working on taking a step back and being able to enjoy time with each other outside of work.
Yeah.
But it's been a process.
Actually, this is a really weird thing, but something that I've really enjoyed doing with you is cooking, but not filming it.
Right.
Sitting down and enjoying it and just, not having to put everything on social media. I feel like that's really important, especially for our jobs.
Or not even taking a photo of it.
Yeah, we have like the habit of just taking a photo and being on our phones while we're eating and not really like enjoying the food and enjoying each other's company. And something one of my friends was telling me, she is also a blogger. Sorry, I'm talking my mouth full. Her and I think her husband works from home too. Every night they always have dinner, no electronics, and they just like enjoy each other's company for a full hour with no interruptions. And then she said every weekend they lay outside in the sun. They also live in California, and they listen to
Meet the Press.
What is that a podcast? Is that NPR?
It's NPR, yeah.
I feel like setting weekly rituals like that is really important. What advice do you have for a vegan blogger / YouTuber who is just getting started?
I always say stay consistent, be yourself, teach people things, have fun.
Yeah, I think it's really important to focus on what you enjoy. When I first started, I was so concerned about doing everything. So I would look at popular bloggers and be like, okay, this person's doing this person's doing this person's doing this, let me do it all. And it was really not a good idea because I really wasn't enjoying myself, and I kind of was just draining my energy into tasks that weren't even necessary. I wasn't putting my energy into my passion, making recipes and taking photos and enjoying that process. So just make sure you're really enjoying yourself and doing what you love.
Yeah, and set a schedule. Just try to stay organized. Takes time to build something. Try not to get discouraged if like your first few videos don't get that many views or do well. It's going to compound. It's going to take time. You just got to keep putting content out there and it'll stick and it'll start to build.
Ooh, this is a good question. What jobs would you want to have if you weren't bloggers / YouTubers?
That's a great question.
I initially, before I started doing what I'm doing, before I graduated college, I wanted to be a registered dietitian. And I think that because of how passionate I am about veganism and just teaching people about plant-based living, I think that is the route I would have taken. I think I would be a registered dietitian.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a chef so bad. And then I found out...
You have to go to school?
No, that you'd have to work on Thanksgiving and Christmas and like holidays.
That's so funny.
And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Before we continue, I just want to say any of the questions that we are answering, if you have an answer from your personal experience, or if you want to share what you wanted to be growing up, or like the job that you do now, or what you're passionate
Maybe an
about.
astronaut.
I really hope you're enjoying sitting down and just like hanging with us.
Let us know what you're eating also.
Mm-hmm. What are your long-term life goals? These are deep, guys.
I
want
want to get in better shape and like not like
jacked.
a star athlete, but like
Athletic.
yeah, I want to become more athletic. I've been working on that recently. I feel like I've gone through like stages of that. Long term, I'd like to run like some sort of like ultra marathon or like
This is so good.
a long distance race. Or like a triathlon or something. I know, it is really...
Yeah, boo.
You didn't answer.
I know. That's a tough question. Someone was asking actually if we're going to plan to stay on the Pacific Northwest. Another person asked if I would ever move back to LA. And then kind of moving with this life goals thing. It's tough because my whole family's in LA. And after my cousin passed away earlier this year, I really... felt pulled to move back and be close to my family, and I just kind of felt guilty for not being there through like the first half of the week with everyone, all the prayers and everything going on. So I think eventually I would like to move back there, but I would like to be able to afford a home for myself and buy a house and do all that jazz. But for the time being, I love it here. I absolutely love living here. The only con about living here is not being by my family. If my family was in this area, I would never leave. But I think eventually I want to move back. I guess you too.
I guess I have no choice.
Is there a specific plant that you are really proud of, Chris?
Plant? Me? This is a question for me?
No, I'm just asking you. Chris, the whole garden outside is Chris's doing.
It is overgrown and...
But we have so many tomatoes, so
That's
many
true.
eggplants.
I guess the tomatoes are the stars of the summer. We've maybe gotten 100 tomatoes or
maybe more.
Yeah.
I would say my propagations. I love pothos plants because you can so easily grow plants from it and make new babies and kind of just like extend its life, I guess. I don't really know. You don't need any fancy equipment to propagate. You just need scissors and any sort of cup or jar or like receptacle to put the plant in. What I actually like to do is just take like pasta jars, like the Barilla pasta jar, wash it out, and then you just fill it with water, put your propagations in there, and then I put it by my window, let it sit, and you'll see the roots start growing. It's so fun to watch. I actually just gifted my friends propagations. There was like, how many of them? 6? There is this guy on YouTube that I follow, and one of the things he said when I was watching one of his videos was plants are meant to be shared. If you're going to trim your plant, you might as well propagate the plant. And then if you don't want that, give it to a friend. There's always someone who's going to want it. And even if you don't have a friend who would want it, you could post it on Facebook Marketplace, give it to someone in your area. Your neighbors. Yeah, it's such a cool gift. And it's like
it's thoughtful.
It's a homegrown plant, you know? It's your baby. So I like that. I like that idea. So I hope you had fun hanging out with us. I really tried to pick like the deep and insightful questions and try to give advice based on our experience as best as we could. I don't know if you noticed that, Chris, but
I did.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I always love being able to just like sit down and chill and in a relaxed environment, talk to the camera and not have to like be making food and like all this stuff. Like it's nice.
I feel relaxed. I
definitely do. And like I mentioned earlier, every like, comment, and share of this video and all the content that we are going to be creating with our partnership with Barilla, there's going to be stuff on Instagram coming soon. Actually, there's something coming out today and then in the future as well. But every like, comment, and share, they're going to be donating to Feeding America, which is awesome. So I will have all that information down below as well. And I think that's all we have to say today. So anything you want to add?
I don't think so. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
we hope
watching.
you enjoyed this. Make a simple meal like this too. And
this recipe's on our blog as well if you want to check
really
it out. All right. See you soon. Bye.